I be damn wake up the next day with him. Didn't they have like a $50,000 reward out for this?
Yo, what if I told you the most wanted man in the South? Yeah. The dude with a $50,000 bounty on his head wasn't hiding in the woods or some safe house, but was actually throwing money in an Atlanta strip club like it was tax refund season. And who's right there with him? None other than Lil Woody, the rapper who swore he left the streets behind. Bro, this ain't a movie, this is real life insanity caught on camera. So the question is, how the hell does a fugitive end up clubbing with celebrities before the FBI even finds him? Strap in, cause this story gets wilder every second, alright fam? Let's start from the top, because this whole situation got more twists than a Netflix crime doc. Picture this, Atlanta, Georgia, 2 a.m. Lights flashing, music blasting, the kind of Friday night where people spend rent money on champagne bottles just for the flex. Then boom, someone records a quick Instagram story, and within hours the internet loses its damn mind. Why? Because standing in the background, cool as ice, is a man who's not supposed to even exist outside of a prison cell, Derrick Groves, the escaped inmate with a $50,000 federal bounty on his head. Now, this ain't just any random guy who slipped past the cops. Derrick Groves is the same dude who pulled off one of the boldest prison breaks in New Orleans history. 10 inmates gone in one night, and this man stayed free for nearly 5 months, making him one of the most wanted fugitives in the country. We're talking about a convicted double murderer, a walking headline, and somehow he's right there in the club, vibing to trap beats like the FBI ain't refreshing his face on the database every 5 minutes. But wait, this ain't even the craziest, this video. Right next to him is Lil Woody, Atlanta's own street rapper turned reformed artist. Yeah, the same guy who told fans he was focused on music and staying out of trouble. Suddenly, he's caught on video partying with a fugitive. You can't make this up. People online started connecting dots faster than Twitter detectives on caffeine. Yo, that's Derrick Groves. Wait, is that Lil Woody next to him? Brr, they got the same shirt from that mugshot. Within hours, the clip went viral, millions of views. News pages reposting and everyone asking the same thing. How did nobody recognize this man sooner? And that's when the real storm began. See, Groves wasn't just some escaped prisoner, he was already infamous. The man's backstory reads like something straight out of a gangster biopic. His grandmother, Kim Groves, civil rights icon, tragically killed in a police corruption scandal that exposed deep rot inside New Orleans law enforcement. His own conviction? A 2018 Mardi Gras double homicide that prosecutors linked to a street feud in the 9th Ward. He always claimed he was innocent, but the jury didn't buy it, life without parole. So when he escaped, it wasn't just about freedom. For a lot of people in his city, it was personal. Now fast forward to Atlanta, October 2025, and suddenly, he's right there in Mechanicsville, shoulder to shoulder with rappers, flashing smiles like he's invincible. Lil Woody in his viral clip said it best, "I saw him, bro." I said, "That's him." My boy said, "Nah." I said, "Bro, that is him." And the internet believed him instantly. But the real question now was, how long had Derrick been hiding in plain sight? How did a man the entire South was looking for just waltz into a club, buy bottles, and walk out untouched? Now here's where it gets dark, twisted, and way too convenient to be a coincidence. Because once that clip went viral, everybody suddenly had a story about seeing Derrick Groves before that night. A bartender claimed he'd been coming around for weeks, using fake names like Dez and Rico. A supposed Uber driver said he picked up someone matching his description at 4 a.m., wearing designer clothes and smelling like Dior Sauvage. And one anonymous security insider even told an underground blog that Groves had been paying off bouncers to stay quiet whenever he pulled up. This man turned a federal manhunt into a VIP membership, but let's rewind a second. Because the bigger question people were asking was, what was Lil Woody doing with him? See, Woody's name has been floating around controversy since that messy street informant rumor earlier this year. Remember when the internet accused him of snitching in a RICO case? He swore he was innocent, dropped a track called "They Lying on My Name," and tried to move on, but now, Seeing him next to a fugitive made that rumor come right back from the grave. Within 24 hours, fake, leaked DMs started circulating screenshots showing alleged convos between Woody and Groves about business moves. Bag runs and ATL nights, were they real? Probably not. But that didn't matter, because the narrative had already spun out of control. Twitter spaces were going wild. TikTokers were making conspiracy edits with dramatic music. Hashtags like hashtag GrovesGate and hashtag Woody knew hit trending. And you know how it goes once the internet decides someone's guilty? No court can save them. But here's the wildest. This video, a self-proclaimed inside source who claimed to work at the Atlanta PD, told a local gossip blog that the video wasn't even the first sighting. According to him, Derrick had already been caught on camera 2 weeks earlier inside a Buckhead restaurant, casually eating lemon pepper wings. He said facial recognition picked it up, but higher-ups didn't act fast enough. So now the theory started forming: was somebody protecting Derrick Groves? Maybe someone high up, maybe someone with money, maybe even a celebrity trying to keep him hidden. Because when you look at that clip closely, there's a moment where Lil Woody and Groves exchange a weird handshake, one that some people online swear is a gang signal, while others think it's a silent code, and then comes the alleged money trail. Several unverified reports claimed Groves was moving through Atlanta using stolen identities, rented Airbnbs, and crypto wallets linked to fake LLCs. Basically, he built a ghost life right under the FBI's nose. By day, he was invisible. By night, he was everywhere. Meanwhile, Lil Woody's PR team tried to control the chaos, releasing a shaky statement saying Woody had no knowledge of Derrick's status of fugitive. But nobody was buying it, because if he really didn't know, why was Derrick Groves standing on stage, throwing cash in the same section as him? And right when the internet thought it couldn't get any crazier, someone leaked the full, unedited strip club video. When that full strip club video dropped, the internet stopped breathing for a second. No filters, no cuts, no pixelated blur, just raw, chaotic footage from multiple angles. You could see everything. Derrick Groves standing front and center in a designer hoodie, his face clear as day, tossing stacks like a man with nothing to lose. Next to him, Lil Woody, grinning, phone out, clearly recording this video of the madness himself. The clip was timestamped, October 7th, 2:43 a.m. VIP section, Club Vixen, Atlanta. The music was blasting, girls were dancing, and right in the middle of it all, a fugitive was celebrating his freedom like it was a national holiday. You can literally hear someone yell, "Yo, that's the dude from the news." But nobody moves. Nobody calls the cops. It's like everyone collectively agreed to pretend it wasn't happening. Within minutes of that leak, every gossip page on the internet was on fire. Breaking: fugitive Derrick Groves living lavish in ATL strip club, Lil Woody involved. Headlines everywhere. The FBI field office in Georgia reportedly got hundreds of tips in a single night. One local reporter even claimed that law enforcement had been tailing Groves for a week, but was waiting for the right moment. If that's true, well, that moment clearly wasn't during bottle service. And here's where things really start to crumble. The fallout hit fast. Lil Woody's management wiped his socials clean, deleted every story, and canceled his upcoming shows. His label quietly issued a statement about reassessing partnerships. Meanwhile, Derrick Groves became a living meme. Catch Me at the Club challenge trended for 2 straight days. People edited his mugshot over viral TikTok dances. Others made fake interviews pretending to be his lawyer. It turned into digital chaos. But beneath the jokes, something deeper started brewing. Investigators started tracing digital breadcrumbs, payment logs, credit card slips, phone pings. A leaked document floating around Twitter claimed Derrick had been funded by an underground network tied to ex-cops, hustlers, and music execs, basically the kind of alliance you only see in Netflix thrillers. Real or fake? No one could tell. But it made the story even juicier. Then came the official twist. 4 days later, federal agents raided a Midtown apartment registered under a fake name, Marcus Green. Inside, they found designer clothes, multiple passports, and a signed Lil Woody vinyl on the wall. The media went crazy. Was this Derrick's hideout? Was Woody helping him lay low? Neither confirmed, but the speculation was unstoppable. Public outrage went nuclear. Protesters showed up outside the Atlanta PD building holding signs saying, "How you miss a man in VIP?" Memes mocked the FBI for catching vibes before fugitives. The story hit cable news, late-night comedy, even podcasts dissecting every second of that video. And then silence. No official arrests, no new footage, no confirmed sightings. Just mystery, but one thing's for sure, that night at Club Vixen changed everything, because when a convicted killer can stand in front of hundreds, right next to a famous rapper, and still walk free, maybe the real question isn't how he did it. Maybe it's who let him dot. So now you've seen it all. The fugitive, the rapper, the viral chaos, and the mystery nobody wants to solve. Derrick Groves didn't just escape prison. He escaped accountability. And Lil Woody? Either he's the most unlucky man in Atlanta or he's playing a game. We don't even understand yet. But what do you think really happened that night? Was this all a setup? A publicity stunt gone wrong? Or are we watching the beginning of something way bigger, corruption, cover-ups, and connections that reach higher than anyone's admitting? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to know your take. And if you think you've heard the wildest story of 2025, think again, because what's coming next might just change everything. Hit that like button. Subscribe for more raw truth, and turn on notifications, because the next story I drop might not stay online for long.